Can you think of one thing that if you started in your life that was addictive, that you couldn't seem to give up or even be a part of for long periods of time? Could you ever imagine a habit that sounds like this, and even something that can be ingrained as part of your life forever? How could something that requires the use of sticks, balls, acres of grass, flags, and holes in the ground lure you away from hours on end? I'm sure most of us here have known someone in our family, our circle of friends, or ourselves been immersed in something like this before. What I'm talking about is not what you think. I'm referring to the actual game of golf. According to the National Golf Foundation, in 2017, there were 24 million Americans playing 465 rounds of golf in a year. At the age of 13, I was taken to my first golf course with a friend of mine and his grandpa. I knew nothing of the game, but went anyways. From that day forward, I was totally enamored by the game. I began begging my parents for clubs and money to play. Soon after that summer, the golf course in my hometown became my babysitter. I totally just threw myself at the game, playing all the time, reading magazines, watching TV, and even become friends with the older gentlemen at the course as they taught me the game. The game of golf has actually been around for hundreds of years, and from its humble beginnings, the game of golf has become a complex game that includes balls, sticks, courses, pars, birdies, practices, addictive fun, professional tournaments, and for people like me, a way to lose more hair. Today I would like to take you on a small journey on the history of golf, the different ways the game can be played, and even into the future. According to the article, A Brief History of Golf, written by Jim Weathersby, the earliest form of golf can be traced to ancient Rome, where people played a game called Pagnatia around 100 BCE. Players hit a leather-stuffed ball with a bent stick then. Furthermore, during the Song Dynasty in China, participants played Chuan, which was played with several clubs and a ball. Over these hundreds of years, the game of golf continued to grow and evolve. By 1500 in Scotland, balls were made of wood or hard leather, while clubs were made of wood. As royalty provided the spread of golf over Europe, the game continued to evolve with the Honorable Edinburgh Golfer, which established the first rules of golf in 1744. Even though the Romans and Chinese played a close resemblance to golf, the game we know today started in Scotland. In 1860, the first professional British Open golf tournament was played in Prestwick. 13 years later, a permanent golf club was established in North America in Montreal, Canada. This showed that not only as golf was spread abroad, but it could also be a professional and a leisure sport. Golf as a sport can be played in many ways. Some use the sport as exercise, while others see the sport as a way to spend a few hours outside enjoying nice weather, a family vacation, or even a business meeting. No matter whether you're a beginner or professional, the same rules played on the same courses apply to everyone. But it's just as any sport, being a professional takes more than playing just a few rounds a month. A professional athlete is the same for any sport. These athletes dedicate their lives to working out, practicing, playing against top talent to better themselves, grinding it out through the hard times just to taste a bit of success. The PGA Tour is a professional golfer's holy grail. It's the sanctioning body that puts on professional golf tournaments where prize money can reach into the millions of dollars each week. No matter what side of the sport you intend to pursue, the game of golf will continue to grow and change. The future of the game will change with people, time, technology, but the old spirit of that first golfer will live on. The introduction to golf to more people through social media, television, live events, added to the new technological breakthroughs that will enhance the play of a weekend golfer and add to the abilities of everyone to join the game. Even with this technology, golf will always be a challenging sport of hand-eye coordination, just as it was hundreds of years ago. As in all walks of life, technology will play a huge part in golf. Dan McDonald tells us how microchip technology will be as seamless integrated into golf balls as to not affect the flight or the distance. Many of you may not think this is a big deal, but for the rest of us and the daily golfers, it's a big deal. I don't have to be trouncing through the woods or through a ditch to find my golf ball. The clubs will also get better. The way we use technology in practice and scoring, all of this will affect the game in a good way. Not only will technology change, but the people playing the game will change. Bradley S. Klein says, if millennials really are the demographic wave of the game's future, then how about retrofitting courses to meet the needs and values of these millennials? These millennials may have not grown up playing outside, but they were used to playing on the internet or behind a computer. The future of golf courses may not be country club-like at all. The gentleman's sport may become more relaxed and less strict to encourage these new type of people playing the game. It can already be seen in the top golf trend around the country. People play a simulated golf, they keep score, they eat, they drink, they socialize, and they have fun in a very relaxed environment. As you know, as you have been informed on the history of golf and into the future, hopefully you understand more about the game. It's not just a sport on TV that aids in Sunday afternoon nap. It's a sport of grand history, fun, and a sport that will continue to grow and be a part of history throughout the ages. Looking back, I asked you about an addictive habit in one's life that they couldn't give up. Many of you may have thought about something bad or even illegal. The game of golf is neither. For me, it's a passion. It's been a passion of mine for 25 plus years. It's a passion of mine every day. And it's given me memories my entire life that I hope I can pass on down to a family.